What's up, guys? Ryan Brown here for Lines.com. Going to talk to you about Thursday night football here, and what a banger we have. The Packers on the road at the Lions. I mean, a game that we would just love at any point, and to get it on an island game on a Thursday. What a treat that is right there. Sitting about 3.5 right now in favor of the Lions. As we look at this total, 51.5 pretty much across the board as of the time of this recording. Guys, again, reminder, everything we do, absolutely free. So hit that subscribe button down below. What do we get here in this one? Well, for me, I start to look at this line and I see if I can get the other side of 3 with the Packers. And you look at this injury report, and we'll start over here with the Packers just so you can see. Jaire Alexander, he hadn't played in a while, so he's out. No shocker there in that one. You go down a little bit more, you see Romeo Doubs is out, so does that create anything for any of these other receivers? The problem is Jordan Love spreads that around pretty well, so I don't know if you can really hone in on one of these dudes, so it's tough. I think it's more of a kind of like a DFS play with these guys on wide receivers and things like that, where you can kind of scatter it around, make multiple lineups and things and do that. But as far as betting, it's tough on these receivers of the Packers. So many of them play at a high level. But here's where the problem starts for me. Good news for the Lions would be Carlton Davis, Emmanuel Mosley back in for them. Bad news, do you see that? Defensive line, out right there. Also, Taylor Decker at tackle is out, and they lost Rodrigo at linebacker last week as well. He's not listed here because he got moved to IR. He is out for the rest of the season. That now makes a dozen players on the defensive side of the ball that's down for this Lions team. And it's just, I'm wondering how much they can actually withstand. They've been doing great. If you look at the advanced stats, they are still one of the better defenses in the NFL. It's shocking, actually. But you just look, I mean, down Pascal and Reader, I just don't know how they're going to be able to, with all of the other injuries and the linebacker injuries and all of that, be able to keep down this Packers team that actually is playing much, much better. I don't love it. Obviously, you guys have been following the content here on the channel all year long, even into the preseason, know how much money I have on the Lions. A lot on the Lions. But I just wonder if this might be the game where things just, in a short week to prepare to, with all of these guys being out, like it's not even like you have a full week to try to get the backups ready and everything. Just a lot leads me to taking the 3.5. I don't like it. I don't like betting against this Lions team, but I think it might be a little bit too much, which kind of leads me to the other bet that I have in this game too, on Josh Jacobs to go over his rushing to 67.5. They want to run the ball anyway. It is a Packers team. They run it pretty efficiently. And then this is just, hopefully, they have a good coaching staff. Hopefully it's like path of least resistance stuff here. And they're coming in and just pounding the ball with Josh Jacobs over and over and over again. And I kind of feel like that's going to be the approach for success. I lean towards an under as well, strictly because of that. But with all of these interior defensive line and linebacker injuries for this Lions team, I just can't imagine that we don't see just a healthy dose of Josh Jacobs in this game. Don't mind taking an alt line either if you wanted to kind of put, 80% of the bet on this, and then, 10% at plus 160, 10% at plus 240, something like that. Ladder it up for him to kind of play the upside game here for Jacobs. But this is the assumption of rational coaching has certainly not always paid off for me, but I do trust in this coaching staff for the Packers. I do believe that they will try to go out and attack this team the best way possible. And again, through the air might not be it with Davis and Mosley back. It might be on the ground where they have all of this weakness stuff that's going on here, and the linebackers that are out as well, like I mentioned. So for me, I took the 3.5 with the Packers. Again, I don't like getting in front of this Lions team, but I think the Packers, with the offense, the way that they've been playing, Jordan Love playing so much better, it's hard to look at the full season stats for the Packers and really take anything from it from an offensive perspective, because Jordan Love was playing hurt for half the season. At least 4 or 5 games he was playing hurt. And so that affects the overall season numbers too, right? So we just kind of got to take that with a grain of salt. They've been playing much, much better of late, and I think they can keep this thing within a field goal. Lions still might win. I think they can keep it within a field goal. And like I said, Josh Jacobs on the rushing here, and then don't mind the ladder as well if we want to go in that direction. Again, guys, everything we do absolutely free. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. Help us climb up those charts there and get more people over here to this channel. This is the Discord on thelines.com. That is absolutely free as well. Get in there and chat with everybody, and not just football. We're talking college basketball, NBA, all the different stuff in there in the Discord. So take advantage of that too. Absolutely free. Good luck on all your Thursday night football bets.